Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing okay. This is a very last minute sort of stream. I just wanted to say it's okay if not many can watch because I know the England game's on right now. Zinchenko's just scored, which is crazy. Well done to him, I suppose. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi to everyone before I start talking about that game because I'm so surprised about it. It took me by surprise. Hello, Harry. It's yeah. I mean, I'm trying to say positive about it all, but I'm generally so shocked that we're not in the Champions League anymore. I think that game was very chaotic, to say the least. Yeah, what a stressful game that was. I don't think our defending was too good, if I'm being honest. Some of the goals, you just have to put your hand up and say, the goalkeeper probably can't do a lot about it, and it was a really good goal. The first goal was incredible, and I don't think Zinsberger could really do much about it. It's a hard one to kind of catch. But it's just a fact that they scored so many goals after that. The second goal came like 2 minutes after. I think we should have defensively done better on that goal, if I'm being honest. I think it's hard without Leah Williamson in the team because we know what an important player she is to have. And I just think obviously we've not got the same partnerships this season, and defensively it will take us time to, evolve and get used to this different team defensively. And we know Leah Williamson won't be back to a little while, till probably January or after that. So I think we just need to find a way to do better, especially when it comes to the league. And for me, if we obviously we're not got the Champions League, but if we go for the league, we go for other cup competitions. For me, I'm happy with that. I want us to do that. I don't want our heads to go down by this defeat. Obviously, I am so proud of them for carrying on fighting to get that win. We did try. Alessia Russo scored 2 goals, which were incredible. This is why we signed her. This is why she's here to help us in these moments. And I do feel for her, really do, because obviously her old team, Man United, are in the Champions League, and we were, and then we got knocked out. So it's a bit of a tough one. Hey Victor, I think Alessia should have started this game. Yeah, I agree. I think this game was a very important game. Like you said, if we hadn't have, we had to win it to go through, and she's that person that can help us in those difficult moments, get those goals and create things. We know in the last game, she had quite a few chances, quite a few opportunities, and she was making so many things and doing so many things on the ball. So yeah, I would have started her. I did originally get it because she did play the last game, but I didn't know if it was to do with minutes, Jonas managing these minutes with the players. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed to see that she didn't play, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I am quite disappointed. I'm just shocked. I didn't expect this to happen, really. I did think that we would have been fine in this game. I thought it probably would have been the other one, a 3-0 or 4-0. And it's obviously tough that we've not won it. I think when we came back, Jen Beattie with that great header, I did think we were going to win it. So it's a hard one to take. It still doesn't feel real that we're not in the Champions League this season. Getting to the semi-finals last season was a massive step for us, and obviously this season, people like Beth Mead will be back, Miedema will be back eventually, and we know that same to Leah Williamson. So I just think it's a shame for them not to experience that. But I also do believe that the World Cup has been massive. The players like Alessia Russo that have just played in it, they're probably exhausted. They're probably struggling a little bit. She didn't win it, and it's hard on her mentally, because she did have a good World Cup. So it is hard on players, I do believe. I think maybe we need a bit more time to recover from that, but I just don't think we were good enough today. Defensively, we do need to do better. I think on the first goal, for me, I can accept that goal because it is a good goal. You can't deny that. But the second goal, defensively, we've got to do so much better than that. I'm not too sure if it was Leah Volti and Ruben Moy that were defending that, but you've just got to put a tackle in there. You've just got to prevent them from scoring and do better. So, yeah. Disappointing, obviously. What do you think about Arsenal women's chances at the Super League after today? Well, I think if obviously that's one less competition we don't have to worry about. I do think we can go for the league and go for it. We've got the squad to do that. We've strengthened massively. We've brought in a lot of key players. So I don't see why we can't win the league. I think we need to. I think we have to keep fighting as a team, keep improving season after season. That's what I want, and I'm hoping we can go for it now. We're not in the Champions League, and we did get a lot of injuries last season, and a lot of that was to do with being different competitions. So maybe this season, because we're not in that in the Champions League, perhaps will we benefit from that? Will we do better in the league? We know Chelsea are an excellent side and they're really tough to beat, and they are in the Champions League, so maybe that'll benefit us that they're in other competitions. They'll be more tired than us. So I'm really hoping that we'll do it and we'll go for the league. I think we should, and I think we need to, because that wasn't good enough today. I am very disappointed, really. Do you think we should go all out and sign Mary Epps? Yeah, absolutely. I think she doesn't want to be there. From what I've been reading, she wants that change in clubs, and I do believe this is the right time for her to come to Arsenal. Sinsberger probably has one more season in there. I think she did sign a deal for her to stay this season, but I personally think Mary Epps is the best goalkeeper in the world. Sinsberger is a good goalkeeper and she's got great attributes, but I would love to see Mary Epps at Arsenal. I'd love to have her. I'd love her to fight for that place, and if she doesn't want to be at United, then come to Arsenal. we'll happily have you. I definitely think that would be a good move for her. And United, I think if she does stay, she will go out on a free again, like Alessia Russo did. So I definitely think she is what we need. And with Sinsberger, and then we do have Sabrina as well. So there's been a few different goalkeepers there, but I definitely would love her. Mary would be big. Wait, what happened? Didn't expect Arsenal to get knocked out with the Champions League. Yeah. I honestly feel like lost for words. Like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I did not expect that to happen. Okay, it wasn't the most easiest games. We did struggle, but I think our defending did cost us, conceding 3 goals. I am proud of the team fighting back. Alessia Russo had a great game. I do think she probably should have started now. Thought McCabe put some really good crosses in the box, but ultimately we weren't good enough today. And I think defensively, that's where we're struggling, really. Maybe we should have put a stronger team out. That's another possibility. I did think it was a strong team, but maybe it needs to be more stronger. This game was vital for us to, progress in the next round, and we haven't. It's hard to accept, really. So right now, it obviously hurts. But if you're looking at the positives, you can just say that we can go for the league, go for other cup competitions, and see how well we do then. I believe we will win this game if Katie and Alessia started. Yeah. I think like last season when we struggled with our injuries, McCabe was like our key player for us. She stepped up massively. She won us games, like that Man City game. She literally won us that game, and she's just shown what an important player she is. And obviously she was nominated the other week, I think, or last week, for being one of the key players for Arsenal in the team. So yeah, definitely, I think McCabe, for me, should start every game. It's hard. I know it's sort of a pre-season Champions League game, but this game is so important. And, even if McCabe came off in the 70th minute or something and we were winning, like, I agree with you, Victor. I think that was our mistake today, because they are 2 game changers in that game. When McCabe came on, she whipped the cross into the box and Jen Beattie scored from it. So, yeah. Was it 2-leg games or 1-leg games in the qualifiers? I think it was 2-leg games. We did play the other day and we won 3-0. So this was like our second game. So yeah, I thought we did well the other game to score 3 goals. And then this game, we just sort of weren't up for it today, weren't our best. And I do get it's hard for the players. A few of them have been in the World Cup. They're probably tired. It's a big change going back to club football. But yeah, it is a big disappointment. Yeah, but I do want to say I'm proud of the team for trying a way to fight back. I do think we did all we could today, and I think without Leah Williamson, it's very hard. And Rafa as well is solid at the back, and it's a shame that she's gone. Obviously, I do respect its personal reasons, and I do wish her well, but it's a tough one to take, really, because they had just they had such a great connection on the pitch defensively. So yeah, it's obviously a tough one, but like I've said, I think if you go for the league is a must, but we do know other teams in the mix. I think Man City will have a better season than last season personally. We do know that they've strengthened in the summer. Jill Ward has gone there, and I think she's an excellent player. And this season will be tough for sure. But yeah, I'm just so shocked about this. I did not expect that to go out in that stage of the Champions League, and I just can't get my head around that we won't be in the Champions League this season. It's quite crazy. I've always known Arsenal for doing well in the Champions League, either getting to the quarterfinals, semi-finals. So the fact that we're not in it it's hard to process right now. So yeah, I just think right now we do have to take positives. We have to take that Alessia Russo is a vital player for us. She has shown what a key player for us. She scored in the most important times. And obviously last season we did sell out a lot of the Emirates games, especially in the Champions League one. The one against Wolfsburg, I felt like for me, we really, did play well there. Obviously, we did lose, but it's just lovely having those games at the Emirates, and the fact we won't is really hard to take. It must be hard for the players, this result. I don't deny that. It must be quite tough on them, considering that we did try to fight back and win it. So I think having less games could benefit us, because if we, focus on the league, some league cups, we can just go for it. And there's the FA Cup as well. I'd love us to go for the FA Cup. Big fan of the FA Cup. I think I would love us to see us get to the final again. We did get to the final a season or two ago, and we did get beat badly by Chelsea, but it would be such a dream to me to see us do that and win the FA Cup. But obviously this will probably hurt for the players for a little while, because winning the Champions League, progressing in there is a big dream for people as footballers, so it's hard for them to take probably right now. But I'm so disappointed. I can't process it right now. Honestly, yeah. I hope for the league we do have a success. We've got Liverpool on the 1st of October, which will be good. I'm looking forward to that one. It'll be at the Emirates. I'm expecting a big win from us to show that we're ready for the season ahead. Yeah, it is such a big blow. But I think it's important that as players and as fans not to get too down about this. Obviously, it sucks and I'm devastated. I can't believe it, to lose in penalties. I don't think our penalties were particularly great, but I thought they were quite good at penalties as well. I think people might have underestimated how good they were. And yeah, they are a tough team to play against, but I'm just quite devastated that we are knocked out of the Champions League. It's quite surreal to say that, and I'm so disappointed. But yeah, I think it's just important to take positives from the game. The fact that we fought back, and we've done really well to do that. Alessia Russo has shown that she can score those type of goals outside the box, and her goals were incredible. And I was like jumping up for joy when she scored, but obviously wasn't meant to be, was it? Which is super disappointing. But I think, yeah, we just have to take time to process this, and the team should take that break and know that, the game on the 1st of October is the game that matters, and we've just got to do our best we can. And all I would ask is of the players to do their best. I think just defensively we need to tighten up. But I also would like to say, if you guys do have any questions for me about, the Arsenal men's team, the Arsenal women's team, I will answer them as well. I will probably stay on here for a little bit longer, maybe till half an hour, depending on how the stream goes, how questions you might ask, because I'm happy to answer. I've just seen the England score, which is good. We did get a goal back. Kyle Walker got the goal, which I'm happy for. Apparently, Kane did a really good pass as well, which is great news. Happy for that. I'll probably watch the second half later in a little bit after I've done the stream, which is good. But yeah, I'm sure we're all devastated with this result from the Arsenal women's team. But yeah, I think we've just got to sort of forget about it now and focus on league. I think winning the league would be excellent. We did get quite close to it the season before last season, but I'm hoping with like Beth Mead coming back as well, and with Alessia Russo coming in, I really would love Mary Earps though, because I think she is the best in the world, and it'd be an honour to have her at Arsenal. Victor asks, thoughts on Kai Havertz start at Arsenal? I think he has suffered a lot of criticism, a lot of like hate from people, and maybe that is due to the fact he's from Chelsea and he struggled at Chelsea. But I just think we need to give him time. I think game by game he's showing signs of positive. I thought towards the end of the last game he did, start to do more on the ball. He did start to, make some blocks to stop the team from scoring. I just think the only problem he's probably having is taking them chances in front of goal. He's really finding it hard, which is a shame because I do think there's a good player in him. But yeah, I think right now we're not seeing the best of him, but I think right now I would personally say wait maybe a few more games to see what you think, but I don't think he's been being particularly excellent. I think we do see more of him, but I do think the fans are being quite critical, which must be hard for him, but I do think we need more of him. We have paid 65 million for him and we do need more from him from that. But I appreciate Arteta does believe in him, that there is a good player in him, and I'm sure in time we'll see that. So hopefully, fingers crossed that he will become good. What do you think we learned from this game? Now, that is actually a really good question. I think we've probably learned that Alessia Russo should start and Katie McCabe. I think we've also learned that we do have work to do before the season starts. The season does start in October, so we do have a few more weeks until that to prepare. But I think my little worry, I'd probably say, is defensively. That's what I'm worried about. I do think we need to do better. Liverpool have strengthened a lot in the summer, and they'll be a tough team to play against. And yes, it's at the Emirates, and yes, there's about 40k going there, which is excellent. And there will be a lot of home fans there. But yeah, I just think we need to make sure we're prepared for that game in the best way possible. I probably would say we should practice penalties a bit more as well. Not that, I mean, we won't be in we'll be in other competitions like the FA Cup, the League Cup, so we can practice for that. But yeah, I think defensively is probably my worry. But I know we have brought new signings in, so I think we just need to make sure we don't sort of make them mistakes. But considering we are in the league and we can go for it, I'm optimistic we can win the league. And I would love us to. I mean, this might sound very optimistic of us, but we do have the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the league. So I do think we should go for all of them. Do what we can. I know we've strengthened a lot in the summer. We've got a lot of players, a lot of squad depth we didn't have before. So that's what I would say. I think we've got a lot of that to be positive about. It's disappointing, obviously, that we've not progressed in the Champions League, but I think we need to still stay positive about it all, because it isn't the end of the world. It's very disappointing, obviously, but the fact that we've got other competitions to go for, I think, is the positive. So, yeah, fingers crossed that we can go for the league. I think Chelsea are a great side, so it's obviously tough to play against them. They're too good at the moment. Sam Kerr, we know how great she is. So, yeah, it's a tough one to take. Yeah, but I do think we could still have an amazing season, even though we're not in the Champions League. I do want to just discuss the lineup of today's game, because I kind of think this is possibly where it all went wrong. I have discussed that Alessia Russo not starting has affected us. I did want to sort of talk to you about things I would have changed. So, Blackstenius, Ford, Lacasse, Manham, Little, Volti, Catley, Amanda, Ruben Moy, Marit, and Zinsberger. So I think for me, if you look at that, we should really be winning a game like this, and that team is fairly strong. I think for me, the probably changes I would have made is probably paying McCabe, potentially Russo, probably Russo. I probably would have just swapped them two. I just think that lineup is strong enough to win, personally. So I think we can, say we would have made a few changes in the game, but I think that team is strong enough to go for it in the game. So it is obviously disappointing. But yeah, I just think we should have done a little bit better considering the team we had on. But I just think we've got to see the positives from that game, and not to dwell on it. I think as players, it's probably important for them not to dwell on it either, because it's happened now, and we just need to fix our mistakes in the future. But yeah, I think this one will take a little bit of time to process, because it obviously isn't the result we wanted. It's not what we wanted at all. So yeah, tough one to take. I'm just disappointed. It's a knockout game. How do you start with Katie and Leslie on the bench? Just crushed. Yeah. They're like two of our most important players right now. Like, I don't get why they'd be on the bench. I presume that Alessia Russo didn't start because she played in that other game, and maybe Jonas wanted her to have some time, a bit of a rest. But regarding McCabe, I do not know why she didn't play. I think she is an excellent footballer. She's helped us last season. Probably one of our most important players. So that one was bizarre, to say the least. Do you think Arsenal will win the Champions League? If you're talking about, obviously, the men's, I think for the men's team, I think we can get to quarters or the semi-finals. I probably don't see us getting further than that. And obviously, it depends. We have had very lucky in the groups we are right now. I think we've got a really good group considering other groups that people have. So I'll probably take that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think that's what I expect, really, to get that far. The semi-finals I'll be happy with, because we do have to understand Arteta is in, he's changed his club, and we're going to where we need to be as a football club. So I think we are improving, and that's what matters. And if we won it, wow, I would be so emotional. I've never seen Arsenal win anything other than an FA Cup. So that would be so emotional. Yeah, that would be very emotional. Hopefully we will one day, because we did get so close to it. With Wenger, obviously I wasn't born then, but I don't think I was alive when, I might have been like 3 when we won it, actually. So yeah. Hey Elizabeth, favourite Arsenal player? Men's team, gotta be Saka. I absolutely love him. I think he's a massive inspiration, and one of my heroes. Odegaard I love too. I love them all, but I'd definitely pick them two because they're excellent. For the women's team, I honestly adore them all. I think my top few from them would definitely be Leah Williamson, because I just think she's an inspirational person for what she's done for England, for women in football, and for Arsenal. We know how much she loves us and what Arsenal means to her, so I absolutely love her. I actually can't remember who I just said now. I love McCabe. I honestly could tell you how much I love all of them. It's hard to pick. I think the Evolti is probably our most underrated as well, because in that midfield, the way she dictates it is a joy to watch. Yeah, I'd pick them, I think. Beth Mead, I can't forget her. I absolutely love her. She's incredible. Such an inspiration, and excited to see her this season. Oh, thank you so much, Harry. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I really appreciate it. I know this is kind of short notice, and I know the men's game's on, so I didn't really expect a lot of people either to kind of tune in. So I'm grateful for a few of you that have came in and watched it, and I'm really enjoying it. Who do you think is getting to the men's Champions League final? Oh, that's wow, you probably have to say Man City, don't I? I reckon Man City. I don't really know who are playing against them. There are some really good teams in there. I don't think. I mean, I want to be optimistic and say I want us to do it. I just don't put us there. I think we're probably more of a semi-final, or quarter-final. So I'm going to rule us out of this. Don't think Man United will. Newcastle have got a really tough group. It's so hard on them. So I'm not sure about them. I honestly don't know who would play against Man City, who I could pick. I definitely think they could win it. I don't want them to keep win everything though. I want people to fight for them, and I think PSG are possibly are in there. Bayern Munich, possibly. I think Bayern could. I reckon Bayern, Man City possibly in the final. I think with Harry Kane, they've definitely improved. He's that prolific goal scorer for them, and yeah, I hope we don't get to play them at any point. Be weird, Kane scoring against us again. So I'll probably go Bayern and Man City in the final. I hope not. I'd love us to be there, but I need to be realistic. Victor says, sorry for the late subscription. I follow you on Twitter and thought I'd already subscribed. Awesome chat. Oh, dear Ryan, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I also really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come in here as well. I do appreciate that, and it's been lovely to talk to you as well. So I'm happy to just answer some questions for a bit. I do want to catch a little bit of the match later. But yeah, I can answer some Q&A questions if you would like, because I do actually love doing live streams now. I'm enjoying it so much. It's nice to talk to you guys, get to know you and answer questions that you might have for me. And I can't believe I've been chatting for 26 minutes already. It's been so enjoyable. But yeah, also don't forget to smash the like button as well and subscribe. I can't believe that I'll be nearly at 2K soon. I remember when I was at 1K, which was like in 2021, and I took a break from YouTube and then I came back, and yeah, I'm loving YouTube at the moment, probably more than ever, but I just love talking to you guys. I just think it's so lovely to have this opportunity to do that. But yeah, thank you so much for doing that, and really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much, and yeah, smash the like button if you can. Subscribe, I would be very grateful. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying YouTube, and I'm going to try to do some videos next week. I think Arsenal might be back next weekend. Not sure yet. We've got Everton. I bet we will lose that game. It would be such an Arsenal thing. Everton have had such a bad start to the season, and I'd be so annoyed if we lost that, but hoping we won't. Yeah, Sunday 17th. It could be next week. I can't remember, but if it's not the week after, I'm not like a crazy fan of international football, especially when it's friendlies. I mean, I love watching Saka, so I'll watch for him. I would love to see Ramsdale kind of get more of an opportunity though, for England, but yeah, Pickford's doing all right. So yeah, I will stay on for a little bit longer. If you guys want to send me any more questions, I will answer away. I haven't enjoyed the tinkering of the lineup with this formation Arteta has done, but I would trust him. What do you think? I basically echo what you say right now. Let me just move this out of the way, by the way. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I think if you know something works, then why don't you just stick with it? Like, I'm so glad he changed it for Man United game. Like, we know back four, we know Saliba, Gabriel have that partnership that's unbreakable, that they just have a great connection on the pitch, and we are 100 times better when Gabriel is with Saliba, and Zinchenko is better on the left, Ben White on the right. It's just their natural positions, and if you're bringing Partey in at right back, it's just not going to work for me. I just think he looks okay at right back. In midfield, he looks excellent, and I just think you need to stick to what you know, and if it works, then stick by it. I don't get all the changes. Like, I do get managers changing things, and I'm more than happy for them to do it. But if it isn't working, you've just got to change it straight away. And I think Arteta's wanted to change that formation and give it time. But if it's not working, then there's no point keeping it how it is. And also, Partey is injured. I don't want to mention that as well, because that is obviously really difficult for us. I think we'll be okay personally, because obviously the international break is possibly a week. I'm not sure if it's 2 weeks, but that kind of runs time away. It gives us more time. So Partey's injury will be less time from club football. So I do think he'll be back soon. I also think Jorginho should get a shot in midfield for sure. I think he's very controlled. I feel very relaxed when he's playing. He doesn't make many mistakes. He knows how to win the ball back. So, yeah, I'm 2 weeks. Oh God. I just hate the international break. I just find it boring personally. I do like watching England, don't get me wrong. I love watching Saka and some of the players. It just sucks, really. I miss Arsenal, even when they give me heart attacks with the stress. But 2 weeks is kind of annoying. Hi, Tabe. I'm okay, thank you. How are you doing? Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Lovely to see you on here. So yeah, don't forget to smash that like button if you can. Hey, NS Sports TV, I hope you're okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to the stream. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed my video so far. So if you do still go into the Hybrid Squad chat, yeah, I do. I think though, since I've started college, my time is messed up. I finish some days at like 4 or 5, so and I come back, I just go for sleep. I'm like so tired, but yeah, I love Sophie's content. And Kev, they're amazing together, aren't they? So yeah, I do try to catch up the videos. I do probably catch up with them more because I'm busy at the moment, but yeah, it's nice to see you and Newman in the chat when I go and watch the Hybrid Squad. So it's also lovely to see you in the chat as well. Not spoken to you for a while, so yeah, hope you're okay. And yeah, I'll probably stay on here for like 10 or 15 more minutes. Victor said, how is college going? It's going good. I started on Tuesday last week, and I'm not gonna lie, I was so tired. I was absolutely shattered. I was so used to like summer doing whatever I want, and then getting back into the routine. As you guys can relate to this, it's tough, isn't it? And it's starting somewhere new, so it's always scary doing something like your comfort zone. But yeah, I'm enjoying doing media. I think it will be helpful for my channel. I hope to keep growing and seeing what this can lead into. Yeah, so it's going good. Got Monday off, which is so lovely. Got a long weekend, which I'm delighted about. But yeah, thank you so much for asking. How's your week gone? Are you enjoying the weekend as well, Victor? I'd love to hear from you all to see how you're doing. It's just nice to have a weekend. I'm enjoying it. I'm just resting, enjoying the football. I watched the Sidemen game before, which was pretty chaotic, to say the least. But yeah, all is good with me. And yeah, I hope you're all enjoying the stream. I do try to do a few videos a week. I think it's important to stay consistent with it. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Tayyip, I've just seen your joke. Why am I laughing? That is bad. Why did the pig run naked across the field? He was streaky pig. Oh, that is bad. Oh God, Tayyip. That is terrible. Oh God, if you just came on here to make me laugh, because that did make me laugh. What a oh God. Doing fine, thanks. Just gutted with the exit from the Champions League. Yeah, I'm glad you're all good. That's lovely to hear. Yeah, that is being like the biggest shock ever. Being knocked out of the Champions League. I'm still pretty annoyed. It's like, this is a game you should be winning. So the fact we're not is I just feel so annoyed. I feel more annoyed and disappointed right now because I can't process the fact we're not in the Champions League. With the squad we have, we should be winning comfortably. We shouldn't be conceding that many goals, and that's a concern for the season. So I hope it doesn't happen again. So yeah, very, very disappointed. Big blow for us for sure. Yeah. We just have to take the season how it comes and just hope we can go for the league and win it, because that's what we need to do as a club. We need to stay ambitious. We won the League Cup last season. Let's go this season and be even more successful. So yeah. Yeah, I really like Arteta. I think we're coming a long way with him. I think what he's achieving is amazing, and Yeah, I think he's transformed the club. Obviously, it was quite tough to start off with, but yeah, I think we're doing good, and I think there's a lot to be positive about right now. Regarding Arteta. So yeah, happy with how it's going. Obviously we need to go for the league again. That's my priority as a club. I'm so proud of the team, and I feel like I do trust Arteta. I won't always agree with what he's got to say, but I feel confident in his job and what he's doing, especially I do as well. I think we've just got to stay positive, and I do think it'd be interesting to see how we get on in the Champions League with Arteta. It's probably been 5 years, has it? 6 years since we've been there, and um, I think if we obviously got knocked out in the group stages, I'll be pretty annoyed. But I think if we progress to like the quarterfinals, semi-finals, I think the season after that we could go for finals, hopefully. So yeah, I'm happy with him. It's been a difficult journey, but overall, I think he's the right guy to take us forward. Sophie, what are your thoughts on the Spain women's team controversy concerning the poor guy? Yeah, well, when I watched that final, I saw that and I honestly could not believe what I was seeing. Like, it felt really surreal. Like, when I saw it straight away, I thought, like, what is he doing? Like, that is so wrong. And I'm really happy that it got investigated and that, you know, people like Beth Meads and other players that have got that platform like Leah Volti, all players around WSL around the world spoke about it because it's messed up, it's wrong, and I don't think he should have a place in women's football ever again. I think he needs to know what he did was wrong. I don't think he understands it. I don't think he's being apologetic at all. I think he is making it about himself, and yeah, that's my opinion. I don't think it's right what he's done, and I think he should be removed from the Spanish team. And the same about the Spanish manager. I think he is a disgrace, and the fact he's so abusive to the players, I believe. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm just glad that other women have showed their support to her because it's not. It must be hard for her. You've just won the World Cup, and you should be celebrating. And it has been overshadowed by what he's done. And I'm just so grateful that people like the footballers have a platform to speak out about it because it is wrong, and she does deserve support of others. So yeah, that's really my thoughts on it. Also, you guys let me know what you think about it as well, and I'll put your comments up. Hey Ryan, good evening. Hope you're okay. I was disappointed with certain players today. Made hard work of an easy opponent, and it bit us on the bum. But oh wow, dust ourselves and win a domestic treble the season coming. We got the squad. Yeah, definitely. I think we have got the squad to do well this season. I think that was obviously a big blow, getting knocked out of the Champions League. But I just think it's so important for us to go for other competitions. Like I said, the FA Cup, the League Cup, and the league. So we've got to go for it. We can't let this set us back. We've just got to show that ambition as a club to keep progressing as a club and do well. So that's sort of my thoughts on that. It's obviously a tough one to take. Like Victor has said as well, it's disappointing. I think if we played McCabe and Leslie Russo, I definitely think that would have changed things. So that was a big blow. But yeah, I agree with you. We've just got to dust ourselves off. We've got to move on from it. We've got to know that we've got other goals of the season. Like I've just said, the League Cup, other competitions, and it's so vital that we go for them and work so hard for them. Because it isn't the end of the world, like I've said. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions to ask me, I'll happy to answer. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. I'll just see how the stream goes. But yeah, don't forget to like this as well and help me get to 1.9k because I'm very close. Where do you think we'll finish in the WSL? I think there's certain teams that are going to be better this season. I think Villa will be better. Man City have obviously got Jill Warden. She is excellent. It's a bit strange seeing her play there because she was at Arsenal and she left us Wolfsburg and now she's back. It's going to be weird playing against her, but yeah, I just think Man City will improve. We know that Chloe Kelly's there. Bunny Shaw is excellent. She's so underrated. I love her. But yeah, Chelsea as well brought a lot of signings in, but I still think we can go for the league. I think we've got the players to do that. We've got the quality. And I think why not go for the league? I think we've got to go for first. To get third after the season we had last season is so good. So fingers crossed that we can go for the league, win it. We deserve it. This team deserves it. We've been through a lot the past few years, so I think why not go for it and see what we can achieve as a club and not let this defeat set us back. I think it will be hard on the players because it's obviously hard. This is a game we should win, and I feel like we've made it harder than we needed to. So, yeah, it's obviously a tough one, really, but I'm sure the players will be okay after this. We've just got to really pick ourselves back up from this and not let it define our season. And I know Jonas has installed this positive mindset to the team, and I'm sure it won't. We've got some great leaders in that team. We've got, Kim Little, Leah Williamson has shown in the documentary what a great leader and role model she is to the younger players. So I don't doubt that it will get to us. I think we've just got to stay strong for it and not let us defeat us because, like I said, it'll give us more time for the players to have a rest. I think we've just got to try and do the positives of it, really, because that's all we can do at this moment in time. So yeah, it's not nice, but yeah. Victor said, not a fan of this format of qualifying for the Champions League. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm not either. I don't really like it. But yeah, it's just a tough one to take, and I'm just shocked we're out of the Champions League. It doesn't make sense. I just feel like the players we have should do better, but I don't want to be too harsh on them. I think they've had a lot with the World Cup. They're probably emotionally a bit drained, and they're probably still, say Michaela as an example, she scored a goal for a country, and obviously they didn't progress out the group stages, but it's probably a lot to take in what you've just achieved for your country. And yeah, I think we've just got to take the positives, and yeah. Bad from the girls. That was so poor. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't really our best game. If I'm being honest, we do need to do better. But I'm sure the girls will keep their heads up, and our next game is the 1st of October, I think, against Liverpool, which you see we should win that. Liverpool haven't had the best season last season, but they have strengthened as well. So do you have to not underestimate people? And maybe the team underestimated this team we played today, possibly. But hopefully, we'll come back from this. Because it's obviously, it's just difficult to take. But yeah, let's just stay positive, and yeah, it's hard, isn't it? I like Jonas personally, but I do think you can make mistakes, like that you shouldn't really, because if you think about it, I just don't feel like some of the players should have been on the bench. Like, our best players should be on the pitch, and if they're tired and if they're struggling, you can take them off, because at least you could say, I've tried it, I've gave it a go, it hasn't worked out, but you've done your best. So some of our best players should have been on the pitch. Yeah, it was a bad performance, especially defensively. I do think some of the goals we did score were excellent. I think Alessia Russo's were incredible. Jen Beattie's header, Katie McCabe's cross was a real joy to watch. So yeah, I feel for our league performance this season. Yeah, I think regarding the league, I just hope we can keep it up last season, keep going strong, and I think we've really got to take it a game at a time. I want us to win the league, but I know it's going to be tough because other teams are getting better. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, remember to hit the like button. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, I've really enjoyed doing the stream. I'm just really hoping that we can pick ourselves up from this, because it's obviously really difficult when things aren't going our way. Yeah, I think I do actually feel better for talking about it and talking to you guys about that, because it's not been good today. We've not done good. But I'm very proud, regardless of the girls. I think we have strengthened. I'm looking forward to seeing Alessia Russo. I do actually have a question for you guys, though. How many goals do you reckon Alessia Russo will score this season? Because I think she's going to have an incredible season. I think she obviously scored 2 goals today, which was very important. I reckon she could probably get 20 goals a season, 15 to 20. Oh, you know what? I'm going to be ambitious. I reckon she could score about 20. I believe in Alessia Russo. I think she's an incredible talent. So let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? How many goals will Alessia Russo score this season? I can't pronounce that name, but I know who. I'm just going to use her first name. Is Amanda our replacement for Raphael? I think so, yeah. And I do think she is a really good defender. I just think today was a bit of a mess. I think we just got a lot of things wrong, which is a big blow for us. But I think she is, and it's going to be hard, really, because Rafa's gone, and her and, Leah Williamson had this incredible bond together on the pitch. So I'm a bit devastated about that. Victor says going with 20. Yeah, I think 22. I think she's going to have an amazing season. I would love her to bag us some goals against Chelsea. I think that'd be excellent. I hope so, because I hate Chelsea. They've had Sam Kerr make things hard for us, so I'd love her to make things hard for them. But yeah, I'll stay on till 50 minutes. So if you guys have got a few more questions to ask me, I'll answer them. But I've really enjoyed the stream. I'm going to do some more content next week as well. But yeah, it is the international break, so let me know what content you want to see, what type of videos. If you want me to do reviews of the England match, I can. But yeah, I'm going to miss Arsenal for sure. The international break is so long though, it makes me a bit bored, not going to lie. But yeah, we are currently winning 1-1 and it's about 70 minutes. I'm happy Zinchenko scored, but as an England fan, I'm a bit like, oh. But good on him for scoring for his country. But hopefully we can win this game. I know Saka started, and I'm just hoping we can hopefully manage our injuries. Hopefully we don't get any, because that's what we don't need right now. Going into the league and going for the league. So fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm with Victor. Alessia Russo scored 20 goals. I do believe that. But yeah, if you've got any more questions before I go, and before you tune out of the stream, please smash the like button. Please subscribe. I'll be very grateful. I'm trying to get to 1.9k. So yeah, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you all coming in here asking me some questions about the games, about Arsenal in general. And the stream has been thoroughly enjoyable. I'll probably be back next week on my channel doing content, but the stream has been so much fun. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm so grateful to be able to chat to you all about Arsenal, about everything in general. So I'll definitely do these more often. Does the women's team need a Europa League? I think for me, I would like a Europa League. I think it'd be a great opportunity. I think it would be hard regarding the funding for women's football, because I do think other teams like Aston Villa, say Man City, that don't do it, I think it'd be a great opportunity to win Europa League. So I think I would like it, but I don't think we have the funding right now. I think women's football has still got a long way to go regarding the money, the facilities, making sure women get the right equal rights men get. It's not all changed just yet. So I would like it, but I just don't think they have the funding to do it. That's what I think. Ross Morgan said, didn't deserve to go through. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely would say the best team went through and won. I think they were much better than us on penalties as well. So yeah, I suppose it just wasn't really meant to be, was it? But at least we know we can take the positives from the game going into the league. But yeah, we weren't good enough today. I thought their goalkeeper was quite good as well. But yeah, it is what it is. We've just got to move on from this, and I think the players need our support more than ever, the manager too, because this result isn't ideal, is it? But yeah, I don't think we should stay too down about it, even though I just think how we start the season on the 1st of October is the most important thing right now as well, because I think that is a must win. I think we've got to put in a performance to show people that we are fighting for the league. We are going to go for it again, despite that difficult season we have. And I know we've got major injuries in our team, and I think Beth Mead should be back. So yeah, I think we've got more to be positive about. I know Miedemar, Laura, Reuter, they've suffered injuries. Williamson should be back in the middle of, I think it might be after Christmas, like January, February time. So that's going to be hard on us to get through that. And defensively, we do need to do better. But I just think it's a surreal one to take, but we've just got to kind of get through it, because it must be hard for the players as well. I know the team, do their best for us, and it must be tough on them. It's hard to take, isn't it, losing a game like this? I am proud we didn't give up. We did fight to the end, despite losing on penalties. Not what we want, obviously, but it's a important step for us to keep fighting. And yeah, definitely work on them penalties, because I do think with Kim Little, I can always rely on her to score a penalty. I always feel dead confident she's going to do it. So I love Kim Little. But yeah, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed the stream today. I'm going to do these a bit often, just me one-on-one, just talking to you guys, answering some of your questions, because I've absolutely enjoyed this so much, and I appreciate every single one of you coming in to talk to me. So a big thank you to everyone. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the rest of the England game. I'm going to go and watch it now. Fingers crossed we can get that win. But yeah, thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day. Thank you, Victor. Thank you. I can't pronounce your name, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ryan, as well, for coming in. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate you all so much. Big thank you to everyone for helping me, with my channel. But yeah, I should see you very soon, in a few days' time, or whenever I do the next video. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very soon.